Alright. 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 Now here we go now. Hold on. Alright. Clan react to Jay Williams' latest Wimby take. What you mean? Oh crap. My camera ain't on, y'all. There we go. He had a recent take. What did he say? Didn't we react to him? I thought we already reacted to what Jay Williams had to say. Wait, dude can't clan. What's up, Chandler? Didn't we react? We already react to what Jason Williams had to say, right? He said something else? He said Chet over Wimby. When did he say that? He said Chet's back. When did he say that? Is it from the same? Is it from the same thing we were looking at? When did he say that? Yeah, we're going to talk about this game. There's no way he said that. Is this a new one? Is he just trying to get attention? Like, I don't see a clip. I'll put in Chet. You guys said put Chet. Jason Williams, Chet. I don't see anybody posting anything about it. I don't know. Thoughts on Wimby not being named on the Epstein files? Oh, thank God. Guys, you read like 2 pages of that and you're ready to vomit, bro. This is why people should not have that level of power. This like continues to happen. When someone's given, or when people are given too much power, too much wealth, they always do this. Because they want to reify their power, right? So they're like, what is something I can do that no one else can get away with? And it's the most heinous things imaginable, bro. God, dude. Country and the world is ran by lunatics, dog. Absolute lunatic. They are not like us. Not like us. Cannibal. Yeah, not like us, bro. Not like us. Sounds like a crazy conspiracy theory, but no, they're crazy, bro. They're in a whole different world than we are. No one should have that much power. No one man should have all that power. It's on YouTube Shorts. He says Chet has... Oof. All right, hold on. All right, let me see if I can find this. He said Jason Williams, Chet, Wimby. Let's see. Let's see if I recognize. Well, I still don't see it. Yeah, I don't know, man. Wait. No, that's too old. I don't know. I don't care what he has to say. When's the next Spurs game? Because I actually don't know how many segments we're going to do today. How many segments should we do today? Spurs play on Saturday? We play on Saturday, but... Well... I'll probably be going live from my parents' house, so... Gotta do what I gotta do, I guess. Saturday, now Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Interesting. Think about it. Mavs are doo-doo. Mavs aren't that great. Saturday against the Mavs again. Okay. So, can I have your hair cover? Sure. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I am so irritated by journalists thinking that they're like basketball geniuses. So all I did, I posted this. Hold on. So my friend sent me this. This isn't a segment or anything. I'm just showing you. My friend sent me this and he was like, bro, you can't, all he was saying was, you can't tell me that there's no place to like play Sochan. Because we're going to talk about Sochan, obviously, with the Spurs keeping him and what that means. But my friend just sent me over this, and it was basically, so Barnes stats and Sochan stats head to head in the month of January versus Sochan last year. And then he showed me one in which it was both of them, Sochan last year and then Barnes overall this year. And statistically, yeah, he's just hitting them with every single category. And the whole point was just that, not to say Barnes is trash or Barnes is bad or Barnes doesn't belong on the team. It just means, hey, it's kind of crazy that you can't find a rotation for him in the same position that one of the guys is playing. He could have, yeah, he could have played it. That's it. It wasn't nothing crazy. And then after I posted that, then obviously Don Harris had something to say. He said, Spurs don't play fantasy. You have no idea. All I did was just post what my friend told me, dog. Like, I don't know. And my friend is just accurate. Like, it's just stats, man. Now, if I would have posted like fantasy points, like look at Sochan's fantasy points versus, like, yeah, I guess, but okay. I don't know. I just get tired of journalists thinking they're like basketball geniuses. Like they aren't. Some are now. I think Noah is really smart. And I think Tom Petrini is really smart. I think they're really great. As far as like breaking down the game. But yeah, I don't know. Don Harris always has like really weird. Don Harris really has really weird, sometimes really crazy takes. I remember somebody posted about Lonnie Walker and he was like, nah, Lonnie Walker is going to be here. You don't know what you're talking about. Like he's just condescending. Like he's just condescending. Of course he's credible. Yeah, of course he's credible. Yeah. Doesn't mean you can't be wrong. He's credible as in like, oh, this is what's going on as far as they're about to trade somebody or this is a deal that's about to happen. Yeah, of course. Like you are. Whoever said... I never said that I was a basketball genius. I never said that. What? I never said that. All I said was, I don't like when you respond to certain things that I have to say, and the only time I ever see you is if it's something negative. I don't like that. There's people that literally post on stuff all the time and you disagree and it's cool. You can disagree, whatever. But if the only time I ever see you is when it's something negative, I don't know. I think it's lame. I saw unhinged people on Twitter on Sochan. Yeah, they get kind of crazy. Yeah, Clan's a genius. I'm about to just start saying I'm a genius. When anybody's like, have you ever played? I'll be like, yeah, I played at all levels. All AAU, NCAA, and the NBA. I was a star in the NBA. And then I was a coach in the NBA for a multitude of years. Do I have the credentials now to have an opinion? Get a two-way? Yeah, I had a two-way. I had to make my way up. I played in the G League, and then I had to make my way up to the NBA, and then I became a star. And now I'm a Hall of Famer. And then I became a coach, and then I became the most winningest coach of all time. So I'm basically perfect. Every take that I have is perfect. You sound like Kanye West. Well. Oh, man. Who's your fave local reporter? I don't know if I really... You said not Carolina. I don't know if I really have one. Maybe Tom Petrini? I really like Tom Petrini. I like Tom Petrini a lot. I think it's Ty Yeager, right? Ty Yeager isn't a local reporter. You know, Ty Yeager doesn't even live in Texas. I do love Ty Yeager though. Ty Yeager is cool. And he always has pretty good takes. But no, Ty Yeager isn't a local reporter. I think a lot of people think Ty Yeager is a reporter because the way that he tweets. I think he was a writer at one point, but Ty's cool. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, no, he lives in Seattle, man. He doesn't live in... Yeah, because I had talks with him about Seattle because I was thinking of living there one day, but obviously I changed my mind. Clan, do you ever play pickup or play... I used to. Yeah, I used to play pickup. Especially in college. And then I used to play all the time as a kid. With friends and go to the rec and all that. 28.5 points per game. Nah, man, I was averaging at least 43. Yeah, I was putting up Jordan numbers, but hey, you know. Like seriously, that's all you can really do. When people start saying like, oh, you don't know this, you don't know that. It's just like, yeah, I do. I know everything. I don't know. Credentials are always really dumb because like even NBA players who played in the league for X amount of years, they can have some of the worst takes. I mean, you guys just mentioned Jason Williams saying Chet is better than Wimby. Like, okay, do we just listen to people that's credentialed when it comes to like NBA basketball, or what do we do here? Anyway, besides the point. This game, man. This was a good game. I was just waiting for people to come in. Yeah, see, I don't even have the stats up. I'm not going to look at the stats. Not going to look at the stats yet. I'm not going to look at the stats. All right, so I got a few things. To say. Okay, so I got a question for the chat. Okay? I got a question for the chat. Do you guys prefer my criticisms of games first, or do you prefer my praise of games first? Like, which one should I do first? Good news or the bad news? I'm going to ask you that. While you guys are answering that question, a big shout out to Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, just check it out. Link in the description. Just use promo code CLAN and you get a 100% match up to $100. Just go over to the picks section, make your picks for the day. Super easy, super simple, and I'm out of bio points. And yeah, super easy, super simple. Go check it out. But yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and talk. All right, so I'm looking at the chat. Good, bad, then Sochan. Praise, criticism, bad, good, then bad, criticize, bad. I think I'm seeing more like bad stuff first. Clan the hate fan. Okay, let's do that. Let's be Clan the hate fan first. So let me start with my criticisms. Okay, it's not that many. It truly isn't that many. And one of which isn't that bad. So I'll start with the one that's not that bad. Keldon Johnson kind of resorted back to some old habits in this game. I'm not worried. It doesn't mean that he's taken away. Like I told you guys, it's going to take a lot, for that goodwill to go away because he's been so great this year. He's been directly responsible for a multitude of our wins. He's been the X factor in certain games. So I'm not sitting here to bash him. This is no bashing Keldon, but some of those old habits came back, like flat-footedness, late on closeouts, tunnel vision, not finding teammates, just poor game, not poor game decisions, but poor game awareness. Like, hey, you probably need to slow it down right there. What are you doing? Like it was like flashbacks of last year, but this is the first time I think this season that I've seen it in a full game, right? So He was pretty bad in this one. I think you guys probably even seen like Mitch Johnson chewing him out. Very deserving. Like, I was patient this game, but I was like, oh yeah, Keldon is not it today. I don't know what the stats are. I always wait. I tell you what my vibes are, and then we go and we look at the stats. So number 1, Keldon Johnson, not the biggest deal in the world. Totally fine, totally okay. Not much to say about Mitch Johnson. This is kind of a weird thing. So I think this did really bother me. This actually irked me a lot. Carter Bryant not guarding Cooper Flagg. I love Julian Champagnie. I think that he is. I mean, we even looked at some analytics on this. Like, he is vastly underpaid, right? Like, he deserves way more money than what he's getting paid. And I think he's a okay to good defender. I think he's a serviceable defender. That is, really good 3-point shooter, can really get going. But us treating him as if he can guard any star is getting a little ridiculous. So him on Cooper Flagg at times was really dumb. We had De'Aaron Fox on Flagg, really dumb. I love Steph Castle. He did an okay job, but at the same time, he's a little undersized when it comes to going against Cooper. I didn't understand for the life of me why Carter Bryant doesn't take that assignment. Like, and I'm not going to act like I know this for a fact, but I think somebody should have called it out. I don't know if it's the coaching staff that says, hey, this is who you're going to guard. I know sometimes guys just take it upon themselves and say, hey, I'm going to guard him. I don't know what it is. I'm not angry with Castle guarding him. I'm really not. I understand it. But, man, it should have been 1A, 1B, Carter Bryant, get on him. I mean, I don't know. Size, his defense, tenacity, all that. I think he should have been on Cooper Flagg, and I did not really see that at all. So I didn't understand that. Not really fully utilizing what you got in Carter Bryant. I mean, you had Julian Champagnie on him, and Carter Bryant's on the court. You had Steph Castle get cooked a couple times, and he's on the court. You had De'Aaron Fox get cooked, and he's on the court. I don't get it. I don't know. That was something else. So I don't know if that's a Mitch thing. I don't know if that's like I need to get on Carter Bryant thing and say you need to take that assignment. I don't know. He's young. It probably just need to put on the coaching staff there. But that was one thing that really irked me. And lastly, this is my last gripe, not just for this game, but for this season. I don't mean any harm. I don't mean any disrespect, chat. Do you think De'Aaron Fox is playing to what you personally expected? I don't think that he's bad, but I feel like I was expecting way more, in this game in particular. Really irked me. I don't know what the stats are. Like I said, I don't know what the stats are. I'm just going off of the eye test here. It's just pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. And his defense isn't good enough to make up for his lack of offense. And it's not even that, oh, I need him to knock down X amount of shots necessarily, but it's just like his awareness, like he's kind of lazy with the ball sometimes, man. I don't know. His shot selection doesn't make a lot of sense. He's not really dissecting defenses much at all. And maybe it's just he's just been with the Spurs for a short period of time, and it's going to take some time. But I did not like it, and I liked I guess this is going to go into the good stuff, but I like the fact that the Spurs had Castle coming off the bench. Castle's always, in my opinion, been better when he's off the bench. And I thought, okay, maybe Fox will really be able to show us something, and he can run this offense, because obviously our offensive rating is really high when he's out there solo and when Dylan Harper's out there solo. But man, guys, it's just I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. I think it's this shot selection. I think it's like it always just feels like, oh, let me get to this amount of points so you're not wasting me. I don't know. And it's been something I've been feeling all season long. I've just tried to not harp on it or talk bad about him or anything like that. So I don't know. Fox playing like his 9-to-5 job. I mean, he hustles, but just on the offensive end, it's just some of the shot selection, man. I don't really know what we're doing here. Now, don't get me wrong. The fourth quarter, he hit like a huge shot, and I appreciate that, and I love that. But it's just some stuff, man, where I'm just, it's underwhelming. It's underwhelming. That's what I'll say. It's been quite underwhelming. Actually, you know what? For the heck of it, okay. Let me show you something. If you go to De'Aaron Fox's stats for this season, he is, oh God, it's gotten worse. He's shooting the worst. He's scoring the worst amount of points since his senior year. Sophomore year. Since 2018, 2019. Funny enough, the last time Spurs had 35 wins. But 2018, 2019, in which he scored 17 points. And this year he's 19. And even worse, sophomore year, he was even shooting better from three. But he's taking more threes now. It's 35%. I guess that's fine. But I don't know, man. It just seems underwhelming. Does it show attempts? Yeah. 3-point attempts? It's like 6 3-point attempts versus 3 his sophomore year. And then 15 field goal attempts versus 13.6 his sophomore year. Like he's having a year like it's his third year in the NBA. I just expected more. I expected a player in his prime that can bring you a little bit more oomph. And I'm not really getting that, man. I expected way better than this. He's not horrible. He's not terrible, but it doesn't feel like a 1A, 1B to Wimby. It just doesn't. I'm not really upset with the turnovers. He's always averaged that amount of turnovers, but the points, he's just not putting enough on the board, and his shot selection is weird sometimes, and sometimes just like a little lazy with the ball, like not finding guys, which for him, I've seen him for multitude of years. I didn't watch the Kings his whole career or nothing like that, but for multitude of years, and I saw him finding guys way better than how he's doing with us. Even though his assist numbers are about the same, I recall him being better at catching those reads, quick time decision making, but it's just weird. So those are my negatives. I think that was probably my biggest negative, is just I don't know how I feel about Fox. I just expected a little bit more, I guess. We still need him. Doesn't mean get rid of him or nothing like that. It's just I expect more. And amount that they're paying him, you have to spend money. You need to spend money. It's fine, but yeah, I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this game. Oh, all the positives. So one thing that I've noticed from the Spurs, before looking at the stats, one thing I noticed from the Spurs is they are finishing games now like good teams do. And what I mean by that is a lot of really good teams, every single team or NBA team they go against, they're prepared for them because they know what the tendencies are. Hey, we're playing Wimby today, right? So they're gonna wake up for this one. You know, Cooper Flag is gonna want to play hard. His teammates gonna want to play hard for him. And regardless of what their record is, regardless of what their seeding is, they are going to wake up and be ready to play the San Antonio Spurs. And with really great teams, and what we've seen from even our older Spurs teams, is just keep a little bit of a distance, right? And then you strike in the fourth quarter. And I've been seeing the Spurs strike in the fourth quarter more often than not, in that like really sweet spot, like the last 3-4 minutes. And that's really good to see, right? I don't see the Spurs necessarily tiring themselves out early. I see kind of consistent effort all the way through. And then when you get to the fourth, it just turns up a notch, and then you go ahead and kill them. You go in for the kill. And I really love that. So that was something I really enjoyed seeing today. It never felt like that even when they got close, it never felt like Dallas Mavericks going to win. It never felt like they were going to pull away. It never felt like we weren't going to finish them. So I really love to see that. And, you know, the Spurs are starting to win like a great team. That's how great teams win, especially in the regular season. So yeah, I really like that. Sorry, I thought I saw somebody in the chat say that the Spurs went small ball. I think I might have saw tall then. Maybe I saw tall. I was going to address that because I was just going to say, like, we had to go small. Like, that's not Mitch's fault, but I don't think, maybe somebody didn't say that. But yeah, so just overall, man, I thought that was great. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats, and then I'll also give you some more positives just as we look at it. So once again, have not seen the stats. So, oh yeah, let's take a look. So yeah, first thing I wanted to look at is De'Aaron Fox because the vibes just felt off. The eye test was off. And yeah, okay, plus minus -8. Another positive from Mitch, and I saw some people say like this might just be temporary. I hope it's not, because as I said, I think that he is better off the bench. Steph Castle went off. Now, that 22 minutes, okay, I will say that's going to be temporary, right? He should get more than 22 minutes. But he went absolutely off. He was so efficient. He was great. He made some mistakes. He made some turnovers, right? But when the offense can just go ahead and strike, and then you have him coming off the bench, nobody can really stop him. You know, let him do what he want to do. But I thought that he was absolutely phenomenal off the bench. Defense was on point. Hustle was on point. I mean, he was just great. Like, Steph was great today. He hit a huge three when you needed it, so that was really nice to see. Is there anything else about Steph? I do wish, you know, like light criticism, I do wish he would take more mid-range shots. I don't know for the life of me why he allows people to sag off of him as strongly as they do. I mean, they just sag completely off of him to the point where the defense didn't even have to do anything sometimes when he had the ball. They just sagged off. Everybody stayed put, and maybe it's also partly his teammates' fault for not moving, but he's just kind of clumping up the paint, right? Like, you're just clumping up the paint. All they had to do is just sag off of you. You're not going to make them pay for it. Yeah, and I don't understand that because Castle seems to have a pretty decent mid-range shot. I just think he should take it a little bit more, open up his game some more. That would just be nice. And, you know, as time goes on, he'll develop a better three-point shot, and then he'll really be deadly. But it's like, Castle, man, come on, attack that mid-range, man. They were sagging off of him bad, y'all. Like, bad. So yeah, so that was pretty rough to see. Where's Sochan? They got him listed as injured, but I don't know. They always do. Yeah, but it was bad this game. I mean, and I'm getting tired of seeing it, you know? So, like, Castle is really great when it comes to putbacks, being somewhat of a just tough role player at times. But when you're in the half court and you need him to run it, it ain't the prettiest. It just ain't the prettiest offense. But overall, you know, I thought he was excellent today. Him coming off the bench is always a great sight to see. My next step, okay? All right, I got some propaganda for you guys, okay? This is my propaganda. Put this kid in the starting lineup, man. Let's start off with our offense being quite dynamic. This is going to sound crazy. No, it's not. It's not that crazy. Put him in the starting lineup. I would take Julian out, put him in. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Or actually take Harrison out and put him in. You got to keep Devin in the starting lineup, I think, at this point. But yeah, Devin is a prime example that stats do not tell the full story because he went 5 for 12 today. Not great, especially going under 50%, but he was a plus 15. Like, he played really good defense, kept the ball moving, kept energy behind the ball, did some really great work off ball, getting to the open spots, made the defense stay true. Like, Devin had a pretty good game. It just doesn't show up. And this is the same type of game if the Spurs were to lose and you didn't have like some of the star power that you have, everybody be blaming Devin. But Devin actually had a pretty good game today. What else? Oh, Victor Wembanyama was just cooking them from the gate. Like, I don't know what he took today. He took some Super Mario mushrooms. I don't know what he did today. It was kind of crazy. He took the little star, you know, the star. He took that today. I don't know what he was on. They need to drug test that man. He started the game off like that. I was like, bro, you're playing like Cooper Flag is Chet right now. Why do you hate Cooper Flag so much? It was beautiful. So no complaints there. Wimby had 3 blocks. That's my complaint. I thought Wimby had like 6 blocks. It felt like he blocked them like 6 times. Anyways, I also like the attitude that the Spurs had at the end of this as well. Like, I know eventually, I heard Sean Elliott say, and I try not to listen to the commentary that much, but I heard Sean Elliott say like the Spurs need to slow it down. And I usually agree with that, but I like the Spurs just putting a dagger in their hearts and just keep like piling on the points. I liked it. I think it sends a message, because you're going to play them again like really soon, and nationally televised game, right? So you're going to play them again soon. Like, you might as well set the tone. I really like that they set that tone. Oh yes, yeah. Don't worry, bro. We got it. We're going to get to Carter Bryant. Do not worry. Do not worry. Wow. Do not worry. Do not worry. I already told you about Keldon. I'm actually shocked he went 5 for 9. See, this is one of those things where it's the eye test, bro. Like, he had a steal and a block. He had a few good plays in there. I do remember that really nice block. But he just wasn't good today. But that's okay. That's okay. No harping on that. No harping on that. It's totally fine. What else we got here? Anybody else? Oh, Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes was excellent today. Yeah, that was it. There's a few guys on this roster where if their stats aren't really showing anything, then you can basically assume it was a mediocre to bad game, because they're going to give you either mediocrity or bad defense. And I think that's Barnes and Fox. Now, Fox, I will say, like, at times he can play pretty good defense. He's not a great on-ball defender, but he has good hands, so he can poke some steals loose and all of that. But Harrison Barnes and Fox, I feel like when their stats are low, they had a pretty mediocre game. But Harrison Barnes was excellent today, so efficient. He was worth every second he was out there. Every second he was out there. Yeah. I was holding on for like the whole game. I was like, no, Keldon can play a little bit more. But man, he was making some bad mistakes on defense. Like, he gave up 1 3. He gave up a 3 because he was late in rotation. He didn't anticipate it well enough. And I was just like, oh my God. And then he went down the court and he passed out and we hit a 3. And I'm like, okay, all right, he's okay. And then he immediately, I think it was 2 plays later, he immediately didn't close out again. I think that's when Mitch got onto him. But yeah, all right, Carter Bryant, good God Almighty. Now, like I said, he is the complete opposite of what I said about Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox. When he doesn't have the stats, it does not matter, bro. Oh my God, he might as well have 50 today. How he was playing. Thoughts on the OKC game? Oh yeah, we need to talk about that. I guess I can give quick thoughts after this, but Carter Bryant was excellent today, man. I absolutely loved him. He was awesome. He did everything you could possibly imagine. Defense was on point. Energy was there. Directing traffic defensively. I mean, he looked like a vet. I know the stats don't show it. You're like, McClain, he went 1 for 3. Trust me, he looked like a vet out there. I mean, his amount of energy is crazy. He does not look like a rookie. And this is what comes from lottery picks, right? They have a certain level of swagger to him. But he looked like he belonged there. He was communicating guys, getting on to guys. I saw him get on to Keldon at one point. Like, it was just, you just love to see it. You just love to see it. So yeah, he's not playing the, well, I'm a rookie thing. He ain't doing that. I loved it. I loved every second of Carter Bryant. Defense was awesome. Great off-ball movement. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to call these 2 players out real quick, actually. I know I said I wouldn't harp on Keldon, but I'm going to call both of them out. Wait, no, not Keldon. It's not Keldon. No, it's not Keldon. Actually, I'm calling out Castle. I'm going to call out Castle and Fox. There were 2 plays in a row in which Fox came down the court. Or maybe, no, I think Carter Bryant had the ball. passed it to Fox. Fox had an open 3 for a second, but then he could have easily passed it back to his right for a wide open Carter Bryant corner shot. He selfishly took the shot and missed it. And then when we got the ball again, Steph Castle comes down the court, now on the left side of the court, dribbles into traffic while having a wide open Carter Bryant in the corner to his left. I am not a big fan of not trusting your teammates. Pass it to him. Let it fly. What are you doing? He didn't take a 3 this game. Carter Bryant should be taking at least 2 or 3 threes a game. Let him take that. He was just sitting there waiting for the ball. Both of them. I don't think Steph Castle was being selfish. I think Steph Castle sometimes like literally just missed those quick time reads. But Fox was definitely just being selfish there. Like, I don't know what you were doing there, bro. Like, pass the ball to your teammate. Make the extra pass. I'm always in favor for making the extra pass, even if he missed it. Don't take a contested 3-point shot when Carter Bryant is literally to your right and he's waiting for the ball. Let him shoot it. I think they're concerned with Carter Bryant's shooting. I just feel like he doesn't get the opportunities. I do not care, bro. Trust your teammate. Trust your teammate, man. Who cares? Trust your teammate. He went 3 for 6 the other game. Like, what? Pass it to him. He went 1 for 1 before that. Pass it to him. He hasn't really gotten an opportunity. Let's see. Let's just say when he gets at least 10. Let's say when he at least gets 10 minutes a game. What is he doing? These are his percentages shooting for 3 when he gets at least 10 minutes per game. 33%. I won't count that one. All right, he missed 1 there. Let's see. 66%, 50%, 50%. Ooh, he was horrible this one. He was 0 for 4. Yikes. Let's see. 50%, 0%, 33%. I got to say that under my breath. 100%, 50%. Let him shoot. Lots of 0% on there. I said when he at least get 10 minutes a game. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of 0%. It's not a lot. He missed a couple. It's okay. But he should be letting it fly. He should have gotten those. And I know that's something really small. You still win or whatever. Didn't matter at the long. Well, I think it does matter. You need to pass the ball to him. Allow him to keep building that confidence. Give him the ball. Reward him for the defense he was playing. Reward him for the communication he was giving on the defensive end. Reward him for that hustle that he was doing. Give him that ball, man. Just let him take 2 or 3. That's it. That's all I'm asking. Last game he went 50%, and the one prior he went 100. He's shooting 57% this month. Give him the ball. That's all I'm saying. Ideally, Carter is the future starting small forward. I hope so. That would be nice. I really like Carter. But he deserved it today. I thought he was the unsung hero, if you will, because his stats were so low. Anyways. Fox's quickness went down or what? It seems he doesn't create any separation off defenders. It just seems like no, he seems super fast still, but it's like just the lack of like creativity or finding teammates. It's pretty bad at times, especially for like the caliber of player that he is. And at least maybe my expectations were too high. I kind of wish we still had that Kings fan that used to come through here all the time. Like after we traded him, he was like, hey, I want to come in and say that Fox was trash. I want to at least talk to him a little bit more because he watched like every Kings game. And I always thought that he was just being bitter, but maybe we can get some from him. Because I didn't watch every Kings game. Who watches every Kings game? You guys cannot blame me for that. I was just thinking about that dude. Yeah, I kind of miss him, bro. I don't know where he went. Let me read the super chat, and then we can talk about the OKC game briefly. There's not much to say. Gregory says, happy are winning, but tired of watching the Spurs shooters clank away leads, shooting ill-advised threes down the stretch. By the way, Sochan did nothing wrong. Yeah, of course he didn't. We shot pretty well from 3 today. Way better than what we usually do. I think in this game in particular, though, I'll get what you're saying. I would agree with you in most games where we like give up the lead. In this one, I don't really blame Mitch. You know, like you had 2 options here: either weather the storm while Victor's on the bench and just try to score with them, or play Wimby like the whole game. Because that's kind of what it came down to, because we didn't have a big man. I guess your other option was to play Kelly Olynyk, which I was kind of shocked we didn't. I was like, why are we not playing Kelly Olynyk? And you guys know I'm not like an Olynyk stan or nothing, but this was one of those games where I was like, yeah, you need to probably play him. But, okay. Instead, we went with like center Keldon, which, and maybe that's why he had kind of a poor game too. He was adjusting roles mid-game and started screwing up. Maybe that's what it was. But yeah, dude, I didn't understand that. I mean, I understood that, them coming back. I didn't understand not playing Olynyk at all. That was kind of weird. But yeah, and I don't understand Carter Bryant not guarding Cooper like at all. That didn't make sense to me. What happens when you put players in positions where they do not belong? Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I might just be giving Keldon like an excuse. Why can't Mitch let players play their natural position? Well, in this game, it was kind of difficult for them to do that if you're not going to play Kelly Olynyk. Like, if he really... I know Olynyk's like coming off an injury, right? So if you don't want to play him, you're not playing Biyombo. Like, unironically, guys, I would choose Carter Bryant and Keldon at that position at center. Against the Dallas Mavericks, that is. Than I would Biyombo. So, it is what it is. Cooper's going to be great. Cooper is going to be great. He's really good. His poise in this game was crazy. He had 32 points? I didn't realize he had 32 points. Dude, what is Mitch Johnson doing, bro? I don't think Carter Bryant guarded him at all. Are those stats up yet? Before we end this segment, let me see if these stats are up yet. Let me see if he guarded him. He had 32 points today. That's so unnecessary. He did not have to get that many points. Let me see. Here. Look at the stats. Let's go matchups head to head. All right. Let's see. And then get some control fine. Coop. Huh. Let's do all. Cooper flag. I'm about to crash out. There's no way. There is no... Hold on. Oh, okay. I was about to crash out. I didn't crash out, though. Okay. He guarded him for 43 seconds today. Y'all, come on. 43 seconds, y'all. That's unintentional. That's not even intentional. For 43 seconds? Like, what are we doing? He played like 18 minutes today. And he was out there with Cooper Flag continuously. Like, come on. Oh my gosh, Google. Let's see. All right, let's look at his stats. Let's see how much Julian Champagny was on him. A whole minute and 17. What the heck? Minute and 17, and he had... What is that? Is that the points category? No, team points. He scored on him once. How often was he helping? Is that free throws or is that threes? Oh, that's field goal attempts. Okay. Well, I guess Champagny wasn't on him as much as I thought, but it's still more than Carter. And then let's do, why can't you just search here? What the? Why can't you just search player? Where's the search bar on here? Search players. Okay, let's do, Aaron Fox. I think Castle was mostly on him, though. Alright, let's do all. Control fine. Coop. He guarded him. I don't know why it's not showing up. He definitely guarded him. He definitely guarded him. How did they not upload that one yet? That's weird. All right. And then, obviously, Castle was on him the most. Castle was great today. Matchup, head-to-head, all drove on Cooper flag. 4 minutes. 4 minutes he was guarding him. And it's just team points. Oh, for 3. This isn't right. This isn't correct. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy. This is from the first time we played them. I'm just being dumb. They didn't upload it yet. I wasted a lot of time here. Why didn't anybody say anything? You guys suck. Yeah, I wasted a lot of time here. Sorry. We'll have to look at it another time. Yeah, they didn't upload it yet. Because it's one game here. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, I know I'm not crazy. De'Aaron Fox definitely guarded him, but whatever. Yeah, that's on me. Sorry, guys. Wasted your time. Anyways, I really enjoyed this game. Spurs are great. Yeah, we did a good job. Anyway, yeah, anyways. Anywho. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Oop. What happened? What Frey say? What, you guys made it because it is Frey? Who's Frey? You have the link. Can you just tell me who uploaded it? I don't see Frey on the chat thing. So it's not coming up. Whoever Frey is isn't coming up. If it's that bad what they're saying, you can just get, like, put them on timeout or whatever. Is an awful part of sports. What? All right, so all right, guys, so as you guys know, my boy, my goat, Jeremy Sochan was not traded today. So I just wanted to talk about Jeremy Sochan a little bit and just talk about what's been going on and, you know, just how I feel about this whole situation and what direction I think the Spurs might possibly end up going in. But anyways, before we talk about that, big shout out to Sleeper. If you guys are, wait a minute. Those are stats. That's not Sleeper. This is Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. Link in the description. Just use promo code CLAN. You get a 100% match up to $100. Or you can go to the home section, and what you can do is just check out what's going on around the league. So you can see the San Antonio Spurs whoop on the Mavericks, and you can relive that. Now, this is what I don't understand. What is up with Giannis, bro? Like, move on. What's going on, bro? He gonna leave, right? He's gonna leave, right? I don't know what's going on with Giannis, bro. Like, he just sticking it out. Like, at this point, like, we're all fans of people who wants to stay with a team. We'll always love that. It's like they are that team. We get it. We understand it. But this is like really bad to the point where I'm just kind of like, bro, you probably need to just leave. Like, you guys know I'm the biggest Cowboys fan in the world, but I say like every other day, I wish Dak Prescott would just leave. Not because I think he's bad, but because he deserves better, bro. Go win somewhere. Stop wasting your time with Jerry. Giannis real annoying now. Yeah, and then he like posted like I'm not leaving. Like, that's not cute, bro. Like, you need to leave. Like, whatever. Anyway, besides the point, go check it out. Link in the description. All right, guys. Listen. You guys listen? So Jeremy Sochan was not traded. It was a lot of indications that would be happening. As you guys know, Jeremy Sochan was like even spotted talking to Brian Wright. Nothing crazy there, but we know that his team was given the green light to go out and search for other teams. So don't really know what's going on there, but our boy Sochan is still here. Here. This is Sochan jumping into a pool. Here. If you care, that's him jumping in the pool while listening to Kendrick Lamar. That's not Kendrick Lamar. I don't know what that is. But anyways, so he's still with the team. As you guys know, I think Jeremy Sochan is a really good player, especially defensively. Offensively, it's really hard to, and this is probably one of my biggest pet peeves before I get into like what I think would happen, should happen, and all that. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people talk about Jeremy Sochan, they oftentimes say like, you know, he hasn't really improved, which is very frustrating because it's factually incorrect. If you go and you look through his stats each year, he has improved, and some facet of his game has improved. So when people say that, you're just talking. Also, don't really know how you can make that assessment this year when he hasn't played. And when he has played, he's played pretty decent, especially when they had him in his natural position, maybe like a handful of times this year. He looked good. So I don't know. He's even turned the tides of some certain games. So I don't really understand how you can't use him, and I don't really understand people's argument for him being unplayable. I don't agree with that. But with that being said, I think it's a few things that might be going on. So I'm just going to kind of think through like what are some things that kind of come to mind. So number one, if Jeremy Sochan, because we actually don't know this information, right? Like, no one knows this information. Well, I mean, the front office knows, but there's two different scenarios here. Either A, Jeremy Sochan asked out, where he came to the San Antonio Spurs front office, said, hey, I'm not getting played, you know, can you trade me? And then they gave him permission to look for other teams, and they would try to trade him to that team. Okay? Now, if that's the case, and this is why I think that's not the case, because if that's the case, then that would mean that the San Antonio Spurs would not move him at all. Like, he wanted to go, they would not move him, and they'll continue to not play him. That's kind of weird to me, because the San Antonio Spurs always do right by players. If that's what you want to do, they're going to find a home for you. They're going to figure it out for you, and they'll make it happen. Even if you're not going to play him anyway, you lose a little bit from it, but you move on. Okay? Or number two, the San Antonio Spurs saw that we weren't playing them, and then they decided, hey, maybe we should shop him. They went to Sochan and said, hey, can you get your representation? Or we're going to talk to your representation. Is that okay? Are you okay with being moved? And he was like, sure, whatever, right? So those are two different scenarios. I see it more so as maybe the Spurs looking to move him. And if that's the case, then there's a possibility that Jeremy Sochan just wants to be a Spur, right? He's shown multitude of times and through his actions and meeting up with fans that he just wants to be a Spur. And if that's the case, if he absolutely wants to, I can see the Spurs, especially if he's not offered anything crazy, them going ahead and taking him on. Don't know if that'll be the case. Not sure. But at this point, as far as his career is concerned, if they're not going to play him, I don't really know what else you do. You know, you can buy him out, which I don't know what the market's looking like, but I don't think the Spurs are going to buy him out without there being a clear-cut destination that he's going to be able to go to, right? So I don't see them just like doing him like that. And number two, as far as the off season goes, I don't really see a sign and trade. I saw some people say like, oh, there could be a sign and trade. I don't really see that happening, especially since restricted free agent. Another team can just offer him like a few more million than the Spurs are willing to pay, and then you don't have to give up anything to get him. So I don't see why they would do a sign and trade. I don't see why Sochan would do a sign and trade. I don't think that would be the case. So basically, the worst case scenario is he get bought out or we let him walk. Those are the two worst case scenarios. The best case scenario out of those two would be the San Antonio Spurs buy him out, because at least Jeremy Sochan more than likely would have a plan and he gets to go where he wants to go. So that would be really ideal as far as the worst case scenarios. Best case scenario is you make this work, man. That's the best case scenario. Make it work. I know that it's the messenger here. I know that you don't want to hear it from me, but the guy can play basketball, man. He's a good defender. He's a smart player. His defensive IQ alone is extraordinarily high. Spurs has struggled with perimeter defense at times. As far as saying like, can he shoot? He can't shoot. We don't know that. Like, give a reasonable opportunity here. So that's kind of what my thoughts are. That's the best case scenario, honestly, is you keep him and you make it work, play him. But worst case scenario, you buy him out. Well, that's not the worst, because at least he's more than likely has a plan. I don't think the Spurs will buy him out without there being like a plan, like, okay, this is where you're thinking about going. You just let him walk, because I don't think that there will be a sign and trade. I'll be very shocked if a team did a sign and trade with us for Sochan, because even with DeMar DeRozan, that was he was an unrestricted free agent, and they needed the space to be able to sign him on anyway, so they did a sign and trade. So I don't know. Yo, Clan, you're letting a 3-second clip of a shirtless dude play in the background for a solid 5 minutes. Why you got to say it like that, bro? You watch the San Antonio Spurs play every day, and they got tank tops on and shorts. You watch sweaty guys play basketball for 2 hours. You know what? Screw you. I actually don't have the clip of Sochan talking to Brian Wright. I don't know why I don't have that. I'm going to take what the chat has been saying. We're going to take a look at that. Let me try to find Sochan talking to Brian Wright. You like it, Clan? What, Sochan running in a pool? Shut up. Oh, I did find it. Yeah, I just didn't try hard enough, did I? All right, let's take, guys. What are your take? What's your take on Jeremy at this point? Do you agree with me? Like, just let it work, man. Just try. Just try. Just try. That's all I'm asking. Clan is a W, man, but his mods suck. Don't you talk about my mods. Dude, Rebecca, I don't really care about that. Pop would make it work. Pop has made it work. Pop has made it work, because you can make that work. The whole point of the Spurs drafting Jeremy Sochan at the beginning, the whole point of them drafting him was the fact that he was somebody who could fit in any system. That's why they got him. That's the reason why they initially got him. They got him because he could play in any system. So if you grab a player that can play in any system, that's basically saying once we get our star, it'll pan out. It's fine. You get a high IQ defensive big man that can move his feet. You're going to be fine. You'll be able to use him no matter what. I'm not bought into the idea that you can't use him at all. I just don't buy it. The only thing, this is the only, and I don't hope that this is the case, but at least it would let me sleep better at night. I sleep fine, but at least it would let me sleep better at night, is if we found out that there was some type of thing with Sochan where, you know, he was being a jerk or got into it with coaching staff and they just not letting it work, or he's not doing what they asked or something. It would have to be something crazy like that. But he never really seemed like the type to be like that, because I think out of all of the players that we've had, we have not asked as much as we've had to ask Sochan to do. Like when we were missing certain things, Sochan was the guy that we kind of put in that spot. We don't really have a point guard. Let's experiment, give you some practice with that. We don't have a backup center. We can't really play your chair position. You're gonna have to do backup center. Like they always asked him to do certain things. Oh, hey, your free throw shooting is not up to par. We need to do something a little bit more unorthodox. You're just gonna shoot it with one hand, and it improved, right? Like anything that the coaching staff asked him to do, he improved on. And maybe it is just one of those things where you get a new coaching staff and they have a certain vision and he doesn't fit that vision. But I don't know, guys. I just have a really hard time picturing a guy like this not being able to fit into the system. But I say all that to say this. If they do not play him, if there truly is no place for him on this team, I'm a Spurs fan through and through. I can care less as far as like once a guy is gone. I'm not going to sit here and dwell on it. But good God, if you have no intention of playing him at all this season, if there's a team out there, because there are teams that have been interested, if they have a spot open, if they have some money to spend, please just buy him out. Just let him go. You know, it sucks. You don't want to just waste lottery picks. We still have done way better than a lot of other teams when it comes to our draft picks. We still got Devin Vassell. You still got Keldon. You got the most out of Keldon now, which was crazy. You got Wimby. You got Steph Castle. Like, you got Dylan Harper. Like, you got a lot of your picks developing over here. So, losing one sucks. Losing another one sucks, especially after like the Primo stuff. But it is what it is, man. You just got to do it. Just like Sissoko. What about Sissoko? I didn't think Sissoko was nearly as talented as Sochan, but I did like Sissoko a lot. I thought that he could be like the backup power forward if all things panned out. Carter and Sochan on the court at the same time with 3 scorers would be amazing. Carter and Sochan, when they played on the court together, they looked really good. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Because there's going to be times that, especially when you get to the playoffs, where teams are going to go on runs. I mean, have you seen the OKC Thunder? When they get hot, it's ridiculous. There's no stop. They will put 20 on you. They will be up by 20 on you within a minute. So sometimes you need to just stop the bleeding. Our offense isn't as smooth as it can be. Sometimes you need to stop the bleeding. He could be that, but I won't dwell on it. All I'm saying is he's still here. He's a Spur as of now. We'll see what comes from it, but hopefully it's okay. Hopefully he's all right. All right. Did that person in the chat ever send me over the... Did they ever send me over the thing? I think they said they were going to send me over the clip of Jay. That would be good to send that over because it'd be good to send that over to me. Gill is back. Oh, you sent it to me. Hoop and Hollering channel? Okay. Sorry, I missed it. All right. Hoop and Hollering. Thank you. How do you say your name? Plug? Excella Plug? Hoopin' and Hollering. Let's see. What? I guess I need to know what video is it. Here, I'll show you. Which one is it? Is it? Is it this one? Is it the first one? Which one is it? I mean, I guess I can go and check. Two days ago? Oh, this one. All right. You said it's at the...
Dick. You like Dick?
Man, I watched the Raptors play the other day in the Magic.
Yeah?
And no, I don't like Dick.
Okay. I mean... Okay.
And like they're so they're so similar.
I'd like to say Wimby's.
They're so similar. Oh boy. When did they start talking about it?
Still up in the air.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's not like clear cut.
Like you say, like a team needs a big wing that has to score. You might.
That was the official switch of the narrative, where it was like
who's number one?
DeBance is number one. DeBance is like top prospect. DeBance is coming off the off season, ranked the highest. It switched.
Oh,
And
it's
it's
on
like
my
it was
college.
close. All
I think it
so
doesn't
who
look.
in the air. And then I mean I think that sometimes you see teams just. Can you long term?
I think it's gonna be hard because they already got Fox. How much
They
they
got
paying
Fox.
Fox?
You're hard because I think that's what we saw with the. And then
Wait, is he talking to... Okay, all right, we'll talk about it in a minute. All right, we'll talk about it in a minute. We'll talk about it in a minute. Big shout out to Excella Plug. Big shout out to Excella Plug for posting this or letting me know about this, because no one has posted this clip of apparently Jason Williams is not done talking trash about Wimby. I don't understand it. You can say it's just for attention, but some people just want to be contrarians, I guess. But we'll take a look. Big shout out before we take a look at it. Actually, I'm gonna shout out the sponsor, and then I'm gonna shout out myself because I haven't done this in a while. So big shout out to Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. Link in the description. Use promo code CLAN. You get 100% match up to $100. Or when you get on here, you can literally go to the home section if you just want to use the app for keeping up with stats, injury reports, play-by-plays, all that good stuff, highlights. It's really great. So go check it out. Link in the description. And then also, just because I feel like this is going to be a pretty long one, taking a look at this clip. Maybe it's not. But if you guys are interested in merch, I also have a merch shop. If you didn't know, it will be going down pretty soon. As you know, I'm making a big move to Japan this year. So, gonna have to close down the shop at least for now. So in the next few months, it's gonna be gone. So if you guys are interested in some merch, go check that out. Also, if the people that order, if you didn't get your order yet, it's actually going to be done by tomorrow. Or, well, actually, I don't know when this video is uploaded. It's going to be done soon because I can't say tomorrow because I don't know when this segment is going to be open, but pretty soon. So just keep an eye out for that. I'll send you out a tracking number and all that. But anyways, if you guys are interested, go check it out. clanthemerchfan.com. Link in the description. But yeah, you're leaving to Japan? Yeah, I'm moving to Japan, man. All right. So, let's take a look what Jason Williams has to say. As you guys know, Jason Williams knows basketball, especially when it comes to Wimby. Like his Wimby takes are so good. It's so good, y'all. It's so good.
I mean, I think that sometimes you see teams just being like, fuck the roster composition. We're taking the best player on our board, because I think that's what we saw with the Spurs.
That's what most people do. Yeah.
The Spurs, like, they have two guards that, like, can you keep both of them? Can you keep Castle and Harper? Can you?
Why do people do that all the time? First off, I think you can. I think you can keep both of them. You know, it might be my Stan talking. It might be just my Homer talking a little bit. But I feel like with the San Antonio Spurs, there's such a huge benefit of being there. And no, it's not just my Homer talk, because I can base this off of other players that we've had. We have a knack for having guys sign team-friendly deals. Like Keldon Johnson could have got paid better somewhere else, but he had a diminishing contract with us. Even Devin Vassell's contract is really good in comparison to others. Same thing what they did with DeJounte Murray, right? Like he could have got paid more somewhere else at that time. So I think that the Spurs do a really great job of creating kind of the closest thing you can get to kind of like a family atmosphere, taking care of you. Is no nonsense, right? Like everybody's just there to play basketball. They make sure to get the right type of guys that fit the Spurs culture. And when those guys get there, they talk to other people around the league. They know what other teams are like. They're friends with other players, so they know what's going on around the NBA, right? If we know, obviously they know, and they know it's really bad situations that people are in. So a lot of, especially smart players, good smart players, they recognize what they got in San Antonio, and even if they can get paid X amount somewhere else, most of the time they stick it out with us. We had no idea what we were getting with Kawhi. We never even heard him speak, and so when he bounced on us like that, it was like, what the heck? But most of the time that doesn't happen. So I think the Spurs can find a way to figure it out. It'd be hard, but I think you find a way to figure it out. And also, it's like a non-problem. I think, you know, that's a little further ahead down the line, and I'm sure the Spurs will plan for it accordingly. But yeah, people are always worried about that. Like, can you keep this player? Can you keep that player? Probably. And if you don't, you just, pick the one that's most talented. As long as you got Wimby, you good. You know, it's going to be lots of different teams around Wimby during our dynasty. It ain't going to be the same guys all the time. So, but Dylan Harper is so talented offensively, bro. Like, I would not. He's even talented defensively, but I would not. If you had a choice, I'm just saying.
Long term,
I think it's gonna be hard because they already got Fox. How much they paying Fox?
You're
Fox
paying
has got
Fox,
a bag too.
and it's like they're both ball dominant. Either of them.
Well, you have to in the new CBA. You have to pay, but also it actually do Spurs. Oops, Spurs salary. Fox contract is up. It'd be 2029. That's when his contract is up. But you're about to have, even right here, you see quite a bit of open space. And that's the funny thing. By the time his contract is up, it looks like by the time his contract is up is when Dylan Harper will be getting his. So you probably won't be keeping Fox that far out, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming. But Spurs will be okay. You see, when is Castle? Castle, you be doing his pretty soon. They'll be all right. They'll figure it out. Yeah, they'll figure it out.
And like shoot the lights out, but they drafted the best player available. Maybe Knoople's a better fit for them. Maybe Edgecombe is a better fit for them. You know, he could play off ball, but like you create a log jam, and maybe that's a good thing, and they're in a good position regardless. But like, what are you going to play 3 guards?
Right.
Like what?
But just because they're guards, they play completely different. You know, that's the one thing that kind of bothers me about the whole, like, do you keep him? Do you keep? They play completely different games. Like, they're not 2 ball dominant play. Actually, I would even argue that neither one of them are necessarily ball dominant. I would just say that Dylan Harper is better at being ball dominant than Castle is. But both of them can play off ball. Both of them can adjust, especially Castle. They do not play the same whatsoever. And I know it's probably a pretty bad rap because Castle asked to play point guard. Like, he really wants to play point guard, but I don't know. Listen to the whole thing, Clan, please. I'm sorry.
You do? What do you do?
You're right. I'm yapping.
Chopping that rotation.
And like they're so similar.
I'd like to say Wimby's numbers right now as opposed to when they get into playoffs. You think it takes a dip or what?
Once they get in,
yeah,
he'll get a little, doesn't play the second half, load management type deal?
No, I'm just talking about his numbers will go down.
Why? Explain.
Why is he such a hater, bro? He can't explain this. He has no justification for this. That his condescending tone.
Just because it ain't gonna be wide open like it is now. You know, all them threes and shit he be doing and shit. Every possession is so important in the playoffs, bro.
Dude, shut up. Huncho said, you said read my comment? Let's see. Oh, you're talking about Sochan? No, we're not talking about Sochan. What are you talking about, bro?
It ain't like come down and
that's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's true.
Sounds like I'm hating on Wimby, but I
welcome it. I welcome it.
Yeah, but
everybody's on.
I think he's a good player. I think he's got a long way to go. He's going to be great, but I'm not as high on him now as everybody else is.
Well, I think that there is almost this like supernatural thing going on with him, where it's like he's so tall and he's French and he has like ideas about politics.
Well, guess what? Nate Robinson wasn't that tall and was African American.
But that was the same thing though. Nate Robinson.
Why did they bring up politics? Him saying that it's crazy for people being murdered in the street by ICE should not be even I mean, I know technically everything is politics. I understand that. But good God almighty, bro. Like, that was a weird comment right here. That was a really weird comment. And then he has ideas about politics. Like, bro, what? All he said was, it's kind of crazy in this country that I'm a foreigner to, and I'm just coming in, and it's like, you guys kill each other a lot. That's really? Anyways. Super strange comment. Rubbed me the wrong way. I'm sorry. It rubbed me the wrong way, chat.
So they're like, holy fuck, he can fucking bounce.
Yeah, so to me, what Nate Robinson did is more
impressive. Don't say impressive than Wimby.
No, like, the shit that he does is like, the shit he did made me say, wow. Made me say wow louder than it would be Wimby. Wimby's, you know what I mean? You know what I mean by that?
He doesn't have you saying ooh la la?
No.
Oh, wow. Wow, so that's how you measure players. That's how I measure players, guys. If they make me say wow, then they're automatically better than others. That's kind of what happens. Lonnie Walker made me say wow. Whoa. So he's better than Tim Duncan. You know, Tim Duncan was boring, so.
You know, I don't even watch it really, Charlotte.
Well, then maybe you gotta watch.
Huh?
No, you know, that would be Wimby. Wimby's, you know what I mean? You know what I mean by that?
He doesn't have you saying ooh la la?
No, you know, I don't even watch it really, Charlotte.
Well, then maybe you gotta watch, bro. You know, maybe there's something in there for you. But in the All-Star,
he did not just say he don't watch. He didn't say that.
Game.
He didn't say that. He didn't say it. He didn't say that.
That was the same thing though. Nate Robinson's super short, so they're like, holy fuck, he can fucking bounce.
Yeah. So to me, what Nate Robinson did is more
impressive. Don't say impressive than Wimby.
No, like, the shit that he does is like, the shit he did made me say wow. Made me say wow louder than it would be Wimby. Wimby's, you know what I mean? You know what I mean by that?
He doesn't have you saying ooh la la?
No, you know, I don't even watch it really, Charlotte.
Well, then maybe you gotta watch.
There's no way he just said he doesn't watch Wimby. There's no way he just did that. No, dude. There's no way he just admitted to not even watching any of the games, bro. I had to replay that like 3 times because I'm blown away. There's no way. Let it play. It gets worse.
Watch, bro. You know, maybe there's something in there for you. But in the All-Star game, I'm sure that he has an interesting All-Star game type of game because he could shoot those threes. And
he's gonna play hard and play defense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll fit right in. Big goof. Fuck out of here.
But you love Chet? You love Chet?
He just called Wimby a big goof? Dude, I really dislike this attitude. I dislike all of them, by the way. The weird politics comment. This is just pure hating. No one's pushing him back on this. This ain't cute. This is toxicity. We always talk about how ESPN was just so toxic. We always talk about how Shaq will go on national television and really destroy players' reputations with some of the stuff he says. Same with Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless and people like that. And people always want to bring up like the new school media. The new school media is really going to tell it how it is. No, it's not, man. They're all the same. I mean, you're just tearing people down with this, bro. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. You admit to not even watching games, and then you call him a big goof because he wants to play hard in the All-Star game. What is your problem, bro? Guys, everybody we're all getting older, okay? As you guys get old, please don't become this. Please don't just be stuck in your own like viewpoint. Be able to be open-minded. Be able to understand things. Actually, without more importantly, this is the most important thing. My biggest pet peeve in people in general are people that are ignorantly arrogant or arrogantly ignorant. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Arrogantly ignorant. When you're arrogantly ignorant, you can be ignorant. You can be ignorant, but be humble. Try to learn more. You can be arrogant, but you better really know what you're talking about. But you can't be both. And stuff like this really irks me, man. You can't be both. You can't not know what you're talking about at all and be this arrogant. It blows my mind. How could you say that you don't watch the games and then have such a strong opinion on them? Your channel has 200,000 subscribers. And this is what you're spewing out there. With confidence. It blows my mind, bro. I've never enjoyed that. It always irks me. They are the worst people. People that are ignorant and arrogant about it. That love being dumb. Love having wrong information. Love being false about things. They just love it. Everything, they just go off of their feelings and their opinions. It's just my fee-fees. We all have feelings. Don't get me wrong. We all have feelings. We all have opinions on things and we don't know much about it. But when you learn more information, I mean, change your opinion. You know how many things that I felt weird about? Like, I feel off about it. And then you get some extra information. It's just like what we talk about, guys. Like, I'll talk about a game. I'll tell you my vibes. This is my feeling. This is my eye test. These are my vibes. And then we look at the stats to see if it match up with what I was saying. That's a decent way to go about it. It's not the best way, but it's a decent way to go about it. But this, I'm okay with bad takes, bro, but I can't take you being this condescending and this excited to trash talk somebody. This ain't the barbershop, bro. You got people watching you. Don't disrespect them just cause. Big goof. What is that, bro?
We'll play hard and play defense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll fit right in. Big goof. Fuck out of here.
But you love Chet? You love Chet?
I take Chet over Wimby.
No, you wouldn't.
On my team.
Really?
Yeah.
Why though?
I just think Chet got more. You know what I mean? If I could,
You gotta be joking. You gotta be joking, guys. Chet has more oomph. You gotta be joking. Oh my God, you haven't watched anything, dog. You're just yapping, bro. You watched a few clips on TikTok. What are you talking about? Have you ever seen Chet go up against Wimby? Who has the oomph? Wimby bullies him. Chet curls up. Chet goes away. He doesn't bring any energy. There was only one time I remember where Wimby brought it to Chet, and it was his rookie year. He brought it to Chet, and Chet woke up. And because Wimby didn't have as much strength, he was actually able to compete. But he wasn't scoring on Wimby. Still. Now it's a whole nother league. They're in a whole nother category. Before I used to say, oh, it's going to be like Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan. No, it's further than that. The gap is further than that. Clan, are you taking what he says seriously? No, it just triggers me. That's if you guys want to know one thing that triggers me, one thing that pisses me off, it is people who are arrogant and ignorant at the same time. That bothers me, y'all. It's always bothered me, and I think it's one of the worst traits a human being can have.
I don't know either one from a can of paint, all right? But if I feel like if I yelled at Chet like "fuck you doing" type shit, he'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool," and Wimby be pout. That's what I get.
That's I don't know about that one, Jay Williams.
Based off of what? Why do you see all these feelings? I just feel like this is just how I feel. This is how I feel, and that's how I feel about it. Because that's how I feel. These are my fifis, and this is how I feel. My feels the truth because this is how I feel about it. And I feel like this, and this is how I feel. Evidence? Footage? Examples? Jesus. And I just that play. Jesus. Anything? Really? That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel about it. You know, guys, I just feel like Malachi Branham, if I were to yell at Malachi Branham, he'll take it and he'll say, oh, okay, coach, I'll do what you need. And I feel like he gonna give me 40 after the coach really yell at him. But I feel like with Anthony Edwards, if a coach yell at him, he ain't gonna give you anything. And I feel like Malachi Branham will be better than Edwards because a coach can yell at him. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, guys. That's my fifis, and that's how I feel about it, and that's just how I feel, and that's just how I feel about it.
You don't know about the...
Hold on, tell us how you feel. I feel like...
Oh, okay, cool.
No, how you feel?
If I yelled at Chet, know either one from a can of paint, all right?
I feel like...
I feel like if I yelled at Chet like, fuck you doing type shit,
I feel...
he'd be like, oh, okay, cool. And Wimby be pout. That's what I get.
That's I don't know about that one, Jay Will.
You don't know about me choosing Chet, or you don't know about my explanation?
The explanation. I think Wimby. I feel like Wimby has been very receptive to things. Like he had Pop for a year, I think. But like I feel like I don't know them either. But I think Wimby will be receptive as well.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
This is my opinion, though.
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm not right
sure.
about everything. Motherfuckers think I say it and I think I'm right. You know what I mean? They didn't want to fight me. Fuck all y'all.
He doesn't even think he's right, bro.
Yeah, it's
Who
just
you
my
arguing with?
opinion. You know what I mean?
Take the
Fuck.
Even with you saying, like, I could be wrong about... You say it with so much why is that your opinion? You don't see how your opinion is flawed? You just kind of going off of vibes? I mean, I'll tell you guys something, and I'll say, this is my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'll at least give you an explanation of why that's my opinion. A decent enough explanation of why that's my opinion. Until I can find some different evidence to go against it. But when you say something so outlandish with no backing at all and just saying that's how you feel about it and throwing that out there and then say, well, I could be wrong. No, don't hide. You said that with your whole chest. You call him a goof? You basically said that he'll pout? I mean, you're saying all these different things about Wimby. You say he take too many threes. Those are all opinions, but there is no agree to disagree with this. You're just wrong. You can't go back on it and be like, oh, well, you know, you guys, I could be wrong, guys. It's just how I feel about it. I'm getting triggered by this. Why y'all send this to me? Who sent this to me? Plug? Plug, why you do this? Plug knew what they were doing.
Mike from him.
Yeah.
You agree with him, bro. You guys both think he's wrong.
Yeah. Fuck. But yeah, give me Chet over Wimby. I might be wrong, but yeah, I'm taking
Wimby.
Chet.
I think it's just because you love America.
I do love America.
Yeah, I think that's why. It boils down to it. You're like, bro, no French dude is better than a fucking American dude.
No offense against French people, but it seems like they.
Oh no! Oh no! No, Chad, no! Guys, that is a crazy way to start off a sentence. Oh no, dude. I knew it. I knew the politics thing was weird. I knew it. I knew it, bro. Oh my God, dude. I feel like you just don't like blacks. Guys, no offense against blacks. Oh my God. I just feel like, I don't know, man. I just feel like you don't like trans people. Look, no offense against trans people, but no, dude, you do not start off anything like that. No offense to the Japanese, but oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Should I even continue this? No offense against no offense against French people. Oh my God, that's not good. There's no way. And then he did the whole, y'all know how like when old people, especially like old xenophobic or racist people, like have to sit up. You know, when they sit up, they're like, let me tell you something. like he's about to, yeah, tell us more about how you feel about French people. Oh my God, I do love America. Let me tell you something about French people. Oh my God, that's so bad. Ugh, I would not want to be in a room with this dude. What is up with Jason Williams?
But yeah, I'm taking Chet.
I think it's just because you love America.
I do love America.
Yeah, I think that's why. It boils down to it. You're like, bro.
You guys didn't tell me that it was the volume was so low.
Oh, no French dude is better than a fucking American dude.
No offense against French people, but it seems like they.
Oh.
It seems like they.
Oh no.
Think their shit don't stink.
Yeah.
That's just what I get.
Oh,
Right.
You know what I mean? And I
no.
probably think sometimes my shit don't stink either, but not like the French people. But
You have shown the most arrogant. You cannot seriously criticize French people when you have shown the most arrogant ignorance imaginable. Also, you live in America. I'm sorry. French people, they act like they act like, you know, their issues just don't stink. That's how they act. They are so arrogant and full of themselves. You're in America. You're in America. Do we have any room to criticize anybody? America. America. F yeah. Here to say the yeah, America. F yeah. Terrorist, your game is through. Now you gotta answer to America. F yeah. That's America. But sure, the French are the ones that's too stuck up and smug. The French. The audacity to be American and say that. The audacity, man. I just don't like those French. Yeah, they just eat too many baguettes. I don't like those French. Yeah, you sound like a South Park clip. Yeah.
No offense against French people, but it seems like they think their shit don't stink.
Yeah.
That's just what I get.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I probably think sometimes my shit don't stink either, but not like the French people. But.
I think that's a common conception about.
Yeah, that's like a common like stereotype. Yeah, I agree. It's like a common stereotype. Yeah. We all know that stereotypes are correct 100% of the time. Yeah, it's just a common stereotype. Yeah.
About French people around the world.
You see my sweater too.
You got what's that? Paris Saint Germain or what's that? Oh, it's Tottenham. What is that?
I bet it's something to do with French.
FFF.
Yeah. So people can't, you know what I mean? Give me Chet Holmgren.
French. What is that, bro? You got the French.
Give me Chet Holmgren. Give me Chet Holmgren. So that's what this is all about, guys. I did not expect it was because he was French. I didn't expect it was like some xenophobia or whatever. I thought it was something else. I don't know why I didn't think that. I just didn't think Jay Will was like that. I didn't know. Give me the loser. Give me Iguodala.
On?
I don't know. Shout out to Nike, bro.
Just wearing whatever they send
Yeah,
over.
if you could sign a shoe deal with any shoe company, who's it going to be?
Nike.
Without a hesitation? How much more money would another shoe company have to give you to go away from Nike?
I don't know. That Solomon deal could be nice, bro. The Solomon deal will get you.
This guy seems very uncomfortable being there with them. They disgust me. Jason Williams disgusts me. This guy disgusts me. I don't like them. He's just kind of there. He's the only one that pushed back, and he seemed uncomfortable. Like, I don't know, man. I think Wimby's okay with like a little bit of. I don't know, Rick. I don't know, Rick. I think he's okay. I don't know, Rick. Shut up, Morty. America.
To a long way these days.
The what?
Solomon.
What you talking about?
Big in
He
these
getting
New
angry.
York streets.
He gonna,
Yeah, the
he gonna-
shoes, bro. The fucking
gonna take out his
Just like
shotgun.
mountain climbing shoes. I feel
mountain
like.
climbing
Yeah.
shoes.
Oh, that's not Nike.
Yeah, I agree. I think that
Uh-oh.
but Solomon, I think if they gave me 10 million
Did they
more,
check him
I'd-
at the door?
I'd go with Solomon.
He getting
Oh,
angry.
okay.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
So
I'd
10
probably for $10
Uh-oh.
more, I'd go with Solomon. I don't know if they're not giving. No one's giving me fucking shoe deals,
Uh-oh.
money like that. You got shoe deals.
You
and
better
money
stop
and
talking.
fucking
My
Nike.
bro got PEs.
What, bro? These are so hard. Can you just talk about them or hold them up or just like
What-
a little bit of attention to them?
What are
It looks
those?
like a fucking gold medal, dude. It looks Olympic.
You know, I'm very appreciative of the Hyperflight and Nike doing their thing. A gold medal though, compared to a gold medal.
Look at it.
I understand, but
Can you hold it up for the camera? Jesus Christ,
Let me
bro. It
hold it
looks
high.
like Michael
A little
Johnson.
lower, lower.
All right, I'm done. Oh, wow. Daryl said, I got plenty of black friends. Yeah. Let's get out of here before it gets worse. All right. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear Jay Will's opinion on Black Lives Matter. He might just lose it, like blow a gas. I don't want to hear his opinion on the Super Bowl halftime show. You know what a real artist is? Kid Rock and Nicki Minaj. I like that Nicki Minaj. She's all right. I listen to Super Bass. There's some profound lyrics in Super Bass. She's all right. You know how I don't like anymore? That Kanye West. I saw him apologize for being American. Yeah, we need some Reba. We need some good old Reba. That's what we need. This is a Reba. That Nicki Minaj, she's all right. She's all right by me. Yeehaw. God, dude, I did not expect it to go that direction. Wow. Plug, what did you get me into? He said, I feel bad for searching the internet for this vid now. You saw, see, Plug came in and he was like, Clan, I got a clip for you. I saw it on YouTube Shorts. You didn't see that part, did you? You know, French people, it's like Tony, what's his name? The guy that makes the really funny TikToks. Tony something. I love that guy. Tony something. and he does that clip like, black people. You can tell you don't listen to Kid Rock. Yeah, you love some Kid Rock. Kid Rock got lyrics like she's young and I love her. It's like some crazy stuff. Like she's 16 is. Hold on, let me show y'all something just for funsies before we end this awful segment. Where's the Kid Rock lyric? Underage lyric. What was it? Can I find it? Well, I have to chat GPT this. Is it cool? Cool Daddy Cool? Is that it? 2001 song. Yeah, this is his favorite artist. Hold on. Not that Bad Bunny. He's not American enough. He's not American enough. I like Kid Rock. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, it is Cool Daddy Cool. Cool Daddy Cool. Young ladies, I like 'em underage. See, some say that's statutory, but I say that's mandatory. These are horrible people. That's an American right there. That's an American right there. Good old age of consent. Yeah. And don't get it wrong, this is no like Eminem type of lyric where it's like made to be a joke. He mean that. Kid Rock mean that. If anybody says, well, it was 2001, I will backhand you. I will backhand you, bro. Okay? I was alive in 2001. It wasn't okay back then. Stop it. Anyways. Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican, which him is American. Never mind. He ain't American enough. You can see from his complexion. Americans, we don't name ourselves bunnies. We name ourselves stallions. Except for Megan Thee Stallion. But Nicki Minaj. I love me some Nicki Minaj. Okay, sorry. All right, enough of that. Yeah, Jason Williams irritates me. I don't like him. I don't know. that Kid Rock lyric makes you say, Young ladies, I like them underage. See, some say that's statutory, but I say that's mandatory. Oh, that would have been good in that segment. I didn't think of that. French people, French people, Jason Williams felt that. Yeah, he felt that in his heart, his American heart. He loved that. Anywho, nah, man, I'm not cool with that. Like, I do love America. Yeah. I know what you are. Nobody gets that passionate. I know exactly what you are. All right, last segment for today. What we gonna do here? All right, last segment for tonight. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Frey, why are you posting that in the betting, gambling, testing? Sorry. Is that all you're gonna? Because the chat told me that you were like spamming that earlier. Is that all you can contribute? It's not true. It's not true. That's not true that you were doing that. I know Huncho. He's not gonna just like randomly get irritated with people. Sorry guys, it's true. Sorry, Clan missed the chat. It's okay, man. Oh, okay. I see what y'all did. Y'all got them off. Yeah, that's fine. All right, come on, man. Let us do our sponsors and we move on and do our thing. All right. So this is going to be the last segment for tonight. We're going to take a look. I'll let the chat decide while we're doing the reads, but do you want Mitch first or do you want Vic first? We're just going to do both together because like literally have a game like Saturday. So you might as well just do them together. But yeah, what you guys think? I'll let you choose. All right. So while you guys are choosing that, big shout out to Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. Link in the description. Use promo code CLAN. You get 100% match up to $100. But what I really like is the social media segment section in which you can check out what's going on around the league. You can look at updates, injury report stats. What is this? The Spurs, I'm sorry. The Warriors are still looking for some things. They're not done yet. Oh, this was earlier. I scrolled down too far. But yeah, somewhat of an eventful trade deadline. Not really. I saw some Spurs fans saying they want Cam Thomas, but guys, I think Cam Thomas might be like an issue. Like, I think people are actually struggling with him, or the Nets were struggling with him. So he might be like maybe an arrogant player or something like that. A selfish player. So I'm a little, I don't know. It's a little weird. So I'm just gonna ignore that. I don't really know what to say. But yeah. Also, if you guys are interested in some merch, go check it out. Link in the description. Just go to clanthemerchfan.com, and I will be closing down the shop in the next few months because, as you guys know, I will be leaving and moving to Japan, so I'm gonna have to adjust how we do this. So I won't be able to be making the shirts myself because the shipping costs will be absolutely ridiculous. So I might have to do like a third-party thing, but for now, I'm just gonna go with saying the shop is gonna be closed. But if you guys are interested, go check it out now. If you ordered, and you haven't gotten anything, if you ordered last month, just be patient with me. Like, I'm actually doing more of the shirts. Well, it's kind of hard to do it, especially when it's hard to say when I'm doing it, when I'm uploading a video, because you're going to have a misconception of what day it is. But I'm going to be working on it tomorrow. So whenever tomorrow is. So, but yeah, good stuff. All right. So let's go ahead and continue. All right, so where is it? All right, I don't even know who he chose. Vic, either. Vic, Mitch. I'm gonna go with Vic.
What did you like the most about what you guys were able to accomplish down the stretch, keeping Dallas from coming all the way back on you?
I like that we had a little moment that wasn't as good as the rest of the game, but we stayed pretty solid on defense, even though it could have been better. And yeah, we went back to what we know offensively, because at some point we were just doing whatever.
You obviously came in the league.
At one point, they were just doing whatever. I have no comment. I don't know.
Extremely impactful as a rookie, but you guys weren't winning a lot. What are the challenges? I'm asking this kind of through the Cooper Flag Prism, what are the challenges in terms of patience and, as things develop around you to reach to, a point where you guys are now?
Oh, he did.
Oh, I think the key is
Somebody say he lined up the peak. He did. Look at him.
that, the truth is that you can't make anything happen in the moment. You can make everything happen just like this. Winning, not winning, is gonna come. You have to trust your organization. And that's my opinion. And in the meantime, winning to win, like what I try to do, what we try to do is like do everything we can, while trusting the process, trusting that we're getting better, that we're getting more mature.
What did you think of Cooper's game tonight versus when you saw him at the beginning of the season?
Very impactful, of course.
I got you, Larry. Clan the merch fan. It's Black History Month. You gonna send brother his ish? Brother, we're winning the chip. 66-16. Season incoming. Sochan stays. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, I will be sending out merch soon. I just finished somebody's thing the other day, so. Sorry, it takes me a while.
Profile of a player to guard, so not an easy guy to guard, and not an easy guy to score on either, offensively, especially for guards. Very good shot blocker.
I know that you have worked with Jamal Crawford and, as far as dribbling over the last couple of years and some other things. He was nominated earlier this year to the Hall of Fame. Just your thoughts about his career and, some of the teachings that he's given you personally through those.
Question?
For sure, one of my favorite players to watch. Just his, his demeanor, his swagger. It's just a super entertaining player to watch, who's played for entertaining teams as well. And great teacher as well. meeting him was great, and getting to work with him for a few days was even greater. So.
Daryl said watching Mitch coach is like watching Archie Bunker at the BET Awards. Well, he just doesn't belong there? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, come on, man. Mitch ain't that bad. I criticize some stuff. Come on, bro.
It's definitely something.
Wimby, what's your thoughts on Clan moving to Japan? And how would this affect the Spurs organization? Then this video will be like 20 minutes. His press conferences go on forever.
Yeah, I'd like to do it again. But the good thing is he's just one phone call away.
Speaking of great teachers, Kelly Olynyk came in this year. He's got a lot of years in the league. How do you think you've benefited most from his presence and just kind of being able to pick his brain a little bit?
I think the remarks he does, especially offensively, he's got good guidance. He sees things that I personally don't always get right away, So it's really a guy I can trust in terms of what he's going to tell me.
Vic, today was the trade deadline, and Spurs didn't make any moves. You guys stood pat, kept the same roster. How did you interpret that message from the front office?
That's a good question.
Wait, that's about the
deadline? Moves. You guys stood pat, kept the same roster. How did you interpret that?
Oh, that is a great question. Dang, man. Good question.
Message from the front office.
That's a good question. If there's any message to be taken from it, is that, we trust who we are, we trust the process, and what I love is that the front office trusts these guys just like I do, so we're on the same page.
You're obviously a very unique offense player. We haven't seen somebody your size with the variety of skill.
Are these Spurs reporters? Some of these are really great questions. I don't think these are Spurs reporters, are they? I don't recognize the voices.
What in your mind is kind of your ideal
they're in Dallas?
Shot diet, like the balance between
Spurs people don't travel?
In paint, 3-point,
The ideal balance?
Yeah.
That's a good question. And it's something I'm also going to have to work on, in the future. But right now, my answer would be that it depends on what the defense takes away, and that doesn't count for late game. You know, late game we just have to get to a bucket. But, yeah, I think one of my greatest qualities is that I can hurt the opponent's defense in a big variety of ways.
Vic, what was it like? I don't know if this happens a lot, but being in a road arena, late in the game and hearing "Go Spurs, go" chants.
That's so dope. That's dope. And actually, I was thinking about it. I need to make sure that never happens at home. That the opponents are louder than us. But I think we're good with the Jackals. I think we're pretty safe in that matter.
Vic, will you speak to just Harrison and his shot falling and just how much the team trusts him in those moments?
Oh, I don't think that would happen at all right now. No matter who the Spurs play, honestly. It doesn't happen that often. Yeah, the people that are from San Antonio, if you go to a lot of Spurs games, you can tell me, but at least from where I am watching, it doesn't seem like that happens. Oh, I didn't even realize that that was a Mavs fan in here. I didn't realize that. Sorry, I didn't even read your name on here. Subscribe to me, man. I'm sorry for what happened with Luka. That was horrible.
He's proven he is to be trusted. So we're gonna keep passing him the ball. He's gonna keep making shots. That's HB.
I never hate the Mavericks.
Since I've known him, he's been very, what's the word? Very proper. You can't really tell him he did something wrong. I don't know. There's a word for that, right? Impeccable, right?
Yeah,
Impeccable. No.
Unflappable.
Never heard that one.
Going back a little to the trade deadline stuff, and this team is the team. Mitch has not had the whole group healthy for very many games this year. How much of it do you think is the last couple months of the season need to be?
Guys, I just realized how many marks Wimby has on him. I just realized that. Are these all fresh? You can't really see one of them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The stuff teams get away with, bro.
Figure out who plays with who, combinations. You guys learning to play with those combinations and putting all
the work
that together instead of adding someone else from the outside and having to rearrange all that stuff.
All these are challenges for them, for the coaching staff. I'm glad I don't have to think about those. I have to apply.
Is that his surgery scar? He had. I'm ignorant too. He was like a. Do you have Did that how they? I don't know. I don't know. I know for a fact this one is fresh. I don't know. We just gotta keep working and learning to play with each other. And I know. Because I remember when that one happened. In the second part of the season, the rotations get shorter. The lineups get a little tighter. But I'm sure they're gonna find a way to use everybody's advantages. But right now, really, we're focused. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like surgery scar. I was like, I don't know if he had surgery, but yeah, so just meds. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because we would have definitely got some images of that, just like we did with David Jones Garcia.
Focused on the next 3 games before the break.
What did you think of the decision to bring Castle off the bench and the way that he responded to that?
When I think of the reaction, my reaction is that it was a minutes thing. It wasn't a lineup thing. I think it was to maximize the minutes, just like when I was coming off the bench. And I think that there is no better way to impact the game in just 21 minutes. He's a +7, plus minus. So what can we ask more?
What's the biggest lesson last year that you?
Also, when your superstar is willing to come off the bench like that, we already have a bunch of cool guys, but when he's willing to do that, then it makes the team more willing to do it, obviously.
You learned from Chris Paul during that time together.
The biggest lesson?
I hate OKC too. I do hate OKC, Mavs fan.
I mean, I think in my opinion, it's like the love of the game, you know, not taking the game for granted. I think it was, for me, it was a combination of things, and Chris Paul was one of them, you know. I mean, he's been there. Few people love the game and embrace it as much as he does, and it was inspiring for me to see that.
Thanks, Vic.
Thank you.
Sir.
All right. I am not listening to Harrison Barnes. I don't care. Y'all can say I'm a hater. I'm not listening to Harrison Barnes. He was great today. I'm not listening to him. I'm okay. Mitch Johnson.
You guys did well down the stretch to keep the Mavericks at bay.
We did a little bit better game plan execution with our resistance and physicality without fouling throughout the possession. We had some possessions where I thought we had good multiple efforts, but our initial game plan execution or physicality wasn't there, so they already had a little bit of momentum. Or we had the right physicality earlier, but we wanted to send them one direction versus the other, and we sent them the wrong direction. So that's wanting to be perfect, but I thought we did a really good job, especially at the end of shoring it up a little bit more than we were throughout the game.
Without Luke, that second unit was a little small. How did you think you held up on the boards? I think you won the rebounding battle at least.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job. You know, again, there's some combinations that haven't played together, some guys that maybe have been in spots that they haven't been in. And that's, you know, what this league calls upon.
Oh, no, guys. You don't think Carter Bryant got nearly 20 minutes just because Cornette was out, do you? I hope not.
Season. And I thought we did a good job. I thought, you know, obviously Devin and Julian answered the bell with 7 rebounds. Steph and KJ and Dylan all with 5, 6, and 7 as well. So even when we have those bigs in there, we, you know, they're fighting off the other bigs as well. So the gang rebounding is important. And then also goes right into leading to our offense because all those guys can bust out on the dribbles and lead the break as well, right off the rebounds.
The lineup to start the game with Steph on the bench, was that due to like a back-to-back minutes restriction on him? Or?
Yeah, we had a couple guys that were just trying to be mindful of minutes, and him and Dylan were the two. And so it was just about trying to maximize giving guys natural flow to their minutes and making sure Steph was available for the end.
That might not necessarily be a
Plan, would you take
lineup.
Chris Paul back after you get bought out? No. I think we do have a roster spot open, but like, no. Why would I? Absolutely not.
Are you going forward or?
When we're healthy and everybody has their minutes available, Steph will be a starter.
And then Harrison, you know.
I'm not a hater. I love Steph Castle. I personally think he's better off the bench. That's just me. I think it's better that way. I suppose it's fine. But man, as long as we're not holding the ball in hands, like forcing him to be a ball handler for long stretches, I guess I'm okay. He's a great player. Not that he's not a starter, but starting lineup's a little strange.
You know, it's no secret he had a rough shooting month. 5 threes tonight. What can you say about him just kind of sticking with it through the ups and downs of a season?
Yeah, we've had, you know, numerous guys forever and a day that go through rough patches, and when you're a really good shooter, as Harrison Barnes is, you just want to keep. The only problem is when he doesn't shoot them, because percentages over a decade now says that they will start going in. So it's not like he's taking bad ones or he's forcing them or he's getting out of his lane. We just need him to keep taking the right ones, and they'll go in. And I think tonight we saw that.
And lastly, you were obviously very complimentary of Cooper before the game, but having seen him up close and had to kind of weather some of those storms that he put you guys in, what are your thoughts on him?
I thought he made a lot of shots, specifically in the second half. Again, there was a few things here and there maybe we could have done better. Nuance.
Like Pop said, it doesn't matter who starts the game, it matters who finishes. I would be okay with him finishing games. I don't know. He's fine. I mean, his defense is so great. I think it's mostly just how you use him. That's it. You know, just don't tell him, hey, you have free reign just to try to get to the paint and throw something up. Like, it's pretty bad, y'all. It gets pretty bad sometimes. But yeah, but then again, it's like Fox is not playing up to what I expect either. Just I know that you can't do this because obviously, like, you're dealing with stars in the NBA. You have to be careful how you manage it. You have to understand personalities, and you can't be, you know, ruffling too many feathers when it comes to minutes. But man, good God Almighty, would I just want Dylan Harper just to start giving him the reins early, man. Like, seriously, let him get as many looks as he possibly can, you know, so he is as prepared for that playoff run as humanly possible. Because I know he's a rookie, but he is dang good. He is dang good. And no one can convince me that Cooper Flagg, if we had Cooper Flagg, for instance, and he was behind Wimby, that he wouldn't have like a phenomenal playoff if he's behind Wimby or behind a couple guys. Like, I don't know. Fox does not play like a max contract. Sometimes he just looks lazy. Sometimes he just gets lazy with the ball, you know? I don't know. I just want to see Harper get an opportunity to start a few games. Me too. He's just so... He's by far one of the best offensive talents behind Wimby. He's probably the best offensive talent behind Wimby. Maybe right there with Fox. No, that's disrespectful. Fox is better, but Fox isn't necessarily playing with the same type of energy I think we get from Dylan. Sometimes. Dylan's just so good. He's so good.
Wise, but I thought Najee Marshall hit a bunch of shots in the first half, and I thought Cooper Flagg hit a bunch of shots in the second half. And there'll be some things that we can do better, but sometimes you got to tip your cap because guys are pretty good. And for him at this stage of his career, he's very good.
Talk about Wemby's performance, 29 points, 11 rebounds, and hitting 5 threes. I mean, he seemed to set the tone for the game with the 3 threes at the beginning.
I think,
Jason
to your
Williams
question,
don't like that.
My favorite thing about Victor's game tonight was they did some funky stuff defensively, and he took 9 threes, and he should have because he was shooting the heck out the ball, and he still was aggressive around the rim, and he had 8 free throws, and he had 6 assists and 11 rebounds. So I think it was a very well-rounded game, and he still imposed himself on the rim on both ends of the floor with some physicality, even though he got it going from distance, and that's a lot.
Thanks, Mitch.
Wimby was great, man. Wimby's awesome. Wimby's so awesome. When is I feel like we need a break. I will be watching the dunk contest for sure, but I think we need a break. I think the Spurs need a break. When is All-Star weekend? Spurs play is that All-Star weekend? That's All-Star weekend right there, right? So we got 3 more games, and then you have All-Star weekend, right? Okay. Yeah, they desperately need that break. I need to decide what I'm going to do on All-Star weekend. I might go buy me a steak. For the dunk contest. I want to eat a steak and watch Carter Bryant win the dunk contest. That's what I'm going to do. That sounds like a good weekend, don't you think? Don't you think, congregation? Amen. Amen. We better destroy Golden State. Oh, yeah, that's a very important game, actually. Now that you mention it, we have like 3 important games in a row. I mean, I know it's a huge gap here, but Lakers and Warriors, we kind of need to destroy both of them. Set that tone, let them know. We got to beat the Warriors because they got our number. So that'd be good. And we are creeping up. So I creep. Yeah. We're creeping up on the Thunder, y'all. Let's see what the Thunder got next. They got the Rockets tomorrow. Okay. Then they got the Lakers. Then they got the Sun. Okay. Thunder got some games, y'all. Thunder got some games coming up. They don't have some easy ones. They got some games coming up. All right. If they lose those 3, which I mean they probably won't, but if they lose those 3 and the Spurs win their next 3, We're like a game off from them. And we got their number. We're like a game off. Well, we're not a game off. We'll still be like a couple games off. But still. Creeping on the down low. Nobody has to know. Yeah, we should keep taking care of business. This is good. Oh, I didn't realize how much of a gap we have between the Nuggets now. Thank God. We got so close there. The Spurs really made me nervous. We got so close. They took our second seed for a second. Nobody talked about it because they only had it for like a day, but man, that had me nervous. So what I want the Timberwolves to keep winning. Timberwolves keep winning. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you first round, please. I'll accept anybody but the Timberwolves first round. Anybody. I don't want the Suns either, but you know, you got a deal. What's really scary is the Clippers have been absolutely phenomenal. Like, they've been one of the best teams in the NBA, and they're still not even like cracking. Or well, they're not even in the playoff picture yet. But they've been winning a lot of games. Clippers, a lot of games. But now that they traded people, I don't really know. I don't know what the Clippers are looking like. I don't know how good they're going to be. But that's how crazy the West is. Because they went on a wild run, and they're not even 8th seed yet. But they have an opportunity, I guess. They lost 2 in a row. Did they lose today? Did they play today? Did y'all hear that? What was that? I don't know if y'all heard that. On your end? Something failed? No, it was like a... Sound like you? Oh, I don't know what happened. Alright, yeah, they lost a couple days ago. Yikes. That's bad. Anyways, OKC has more experience, though. I'll give OKC the edge. Over what? We are all the way down with the Mavs. Hey, man, look, you got Cooper. The fact that you're even 37% is huge. It could be worse. You got Cooper, okay? You got Cooper. I won't lie to you and say everything's going to be okay, but you do have Cooper flag. That trade for AD was pretty bad, though. It was like some late first-round picks. T-Wolves, Nuggets, OKC, and Detroit, bring it on. You're crazy. Larry's crazy. Larry's out of his mind. Larry needs to take his meds and go to bed. Larry has lost it. I agree with the Nuggets. I ain't scared of the Nuggets. I'm a little scared of Timberwolves. First round. That's it. First round, I'm scared of them. Thunder, give me that 7-game series. Western Conference Finals. Bring it on. You ain't lying there. Yep, I know. You done lost it. Have y'all talked about their 8-man rotation? Almost Spurs. What? I agree. Wolves are the toughest, in my opinion. They're just a tough team for us, bro. If we bring Nasty and we're consistent with it, and we play like some dogs, we'll be okay. We can take them. But man, we can't let them punk us the way that we allowed them to punk us. And then our perimeter defense is so bad, and Mitch Johnson refuses to. I mean, even if it's not Jeremy, right? Like, he refused to play Carter Bryant an extensive amount of minutes. Like, somebody got to get on Ant, bro. Somebody got to get on Ant, and it can't be Castle all the time. Castle got other duties. Wolves got them dogs. They scary, bro. They scary. Spurs need a real forward. Yeah, we do. We need a real forward, and we need a wing. It's tough. Tough. Ant-Man, Superman, Spider-Man, Spurs in 5. True. Yeah, all right, y'all. Well, I need to be going to bed, but I guess I'll go ahead and upload one of our segments while we're here. I do need to go to bed. How many segments do we do? 2, 3, 4. I don't even know what the title of this one should be. What should be the title? I won't do nothing crazy. Did you know that Julian has a twin brother that's also in the NBA? Yeah, I knew that. I don't mean no offense, but... Well, I was actually positive with this game. I think I'm just going to say, oh, we're ready. I didn't really have that many like negative things to say. Flag only shot 2 free throws today. Can we talk about Flag's whistle? Flag only shot 2 free throws today. He had like 32 points, man. Inexcusable. SGA was scared. No, SGA actually did get a strain, but like some people were saying that I was coping by saying this, but I truly do believe this. I think that OKC sitting their players the way that they sat them after one injury is very smart. Like, you're coming off of a game in which you beat the Spurs. You really struggled with them the first 3 times. It shows a sign of respect because you know you could possibly see them in the playoffs. Don't want to give them anything else. And it's kind of like a mental thing as well. Like, okay, you fight with our bench. If we win, then, you know, that's a mental game. You just lost against our bench players. If we lose, hey, man, you only won because it's our bench players, right? So, like, I think that's a good way of going about it. Spurs used to do it all the time. We would do it with the Miami Heat. Like, we would have somebody that's genuinely out, then sit the rest of them, like, because they just sat their whole roster, basically. So we would do it all the time. And it's smart. But I think the coolest thing about it is it shows how much respect I think they have for the Spurs. Like, they genuinely do think we're a competitor. Or we're the competitor. I mean, because we beat them so many times. I mean, how many times we beat them? 3? 4? 4 now? How many times we beat them? We beat them out. We beat them down quite a bit, y'all. Like 4 times? Did we beat them 4 times? 4? Well, before yesterday or the other day, yeah, 3 times. Like, I don't blame them. Like, look, you beat us last. You're able to get really rough with us. You got a star down. You got 2 people down. Yeah, just sit everybody. Don't even fight. And risk it, because it's gonna be a physical battle. Just give it up. Move on. Smart move. But it really does show that they could see us in the playoffs, and they know that. Flag is that dude. Flag is great. I really like Flag. Gentleman sweep. Also, you got the Spurs in 5. We beat them 4-1. Just like it's gonna be in the playoffs. Does J Dub supposed to be back anytime soon? What's going on with that? Will he be back? He is? Or were you responding to someone else? You might have been responding to somebody else. I'm sorry. Someone else? Oh, okay. After All-Star, most probably. Okay. OKC has the toughest remaining schedule. OKC has the toughest remaining schedule. Really? In the NBA? Dude, we might... Dude, if we end this season first in the West... Do you know how crazy that is? You know what kind of confidence you'll have? Let's see. Yeah, you got the Rockets. Tough one. Tough one. Tough one. Tough one. Raptors, that tough for them? Tough one. Battle. Tough one. Tough one. Tough one. Tough one. Tough one. Tough one. Oh my God. Oh my God, this stretch right here is brutal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row at the beginning of March. 6 games in a row, each one of them crazy battle. And then you got a little bit of a break, and then you got the Celtics. And then you got the Knicks again. And then you got the Pistons again. Then you got the Lakers. Then you're going to have the Lakers again. Then you got the Clippers. Then you got the Nuggets. Then you got the Suns. Oh, that is tough. Spurs could very well... Hold on. What do we look like? Tough. 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 Tough, tough, tough. We got a tough one too, though. Tough. Tough. Not too bad. Tough, tough, tough. It's not as bad as theirs, though. We don't have a 6-game stretch of tough ones. It's a little spread out. Oh man, we could take that. We could definitely take that seed. They seemed untouchable at the beginning of the season. They're very touchable. After the Spurs beat them, they just kind of fell apart. They had the easiest opening schedule, though, in the entire NBA. Okay. Well, let's kick them down a notch. Spurs ain't slowing down. As long as we're healthy, we're not slowing down. We can beat anybody. As long as we're just not playing to our competition, we can beat anybody. We need a few guys to wake up. De'Aaron Fox, why are you averaging 19 points? How are you not breaking 20? How are you only at 20? As long as you were you should be in the 20, 23, 24 range. I'm sorry. I'm watching these games. I don't think all those shots should be going somewhere else necessarily. You should be up there. Race for Sace. I ain't heard that in so long. I think the Spurs are too inexperienced. Now, Mavs fan, we were having a good time. Keep in mind, the Thunder, they won their championship. They were very young, but I guess they had some experience, but we'll be okay. You got some true winners on our team. I know it's not the same, but you got an NCAA winner, one of the biggest stages in sports, won a championship in Steph Castle. You got Victor Wembanyama, literally put the French Olympic team on his back, went all the way to the gold medal game. Obviously Harrison Barnes, he got a championship. They're fine. And obviously De'Aaron Fox got playoff experience. Yeah, and obviously Sochan gonna be final MVP. Exactly. Off the bench too. That's how good he is. Well, on the bench, not off the bench, because he doesn't get off the bench Mitch Johnson doesn't let him get off the bench. But on the bench, he's going to be a Finals MVP. Oh, Cornette was on a championship team. He didn't play a lot of minutes, but he was on a championship team. So they got some experience. They're not all just young. They got some experience. Got some winners on this team. But that's why I don't want the Timberwolves first. If the Spurs can get like even the Suns, if you can get the Suns, Warriors, hopefully the Warriors. You get the Warriors first. You take them out. It's gonna be a battle, but you take them out. It's gonna be tough. It ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be tough, you know. But you're significantly better. You should win that series. I don't think they can beat you in a 7-game series. Then you got, you're in playoff shape at that point. You took some lumps. You took some bruises. You're ready. Then you can take on some more crazy competition. Well, it'd be great if somehow, some way, the Trailblazers make it into the playoffs, and then we can play them. That would be great. That ain't gonna happen, but then Carter Bryant, Rookie of the Year. Nah. Minnesota might be a problem, so will OKC. I ain't scared of OKC. I am scared of Minnesota first round. Bismack Biyombo, MVP. Western Conference Final, MVP. Nuggets are scary. Nuggets could get going. Nuggets are pretty doggone good. I'm just not worried about that because I know that the teams that you guys are naming, other than Timberwolves, like, we wouldn't see them for a minute. I am concerned with the lack of playoff experience, I'll be honest. But because of that, I want it to be, anybody you play is going to be tough, but I do not want it to freaking be the Wolves first round, bro. I don't want to deal with that. That might be a first round exit for us. Unless we get it together. We're going to bully OKC. I think we will whoop on OKC. But I think it's going to be a series. Like, I don't think it's going to be, you beat them in 5 or whatever. But I think Spurs could probably take them in 6. And we got their number. We're better. I think we're better. We match up well with them. I'll say that. OKC is the one that should be afraid. Yeah, OKC is about to get kicked out of that first round. Because, yeah, you guys told me about that, man. They're about to get kicked out. That number 1. All right, I got to go to sleep. I got to study some Japanese before I go to sleep. I will talk to you guys on Saturday? Maybe Saturday? I guess I can go live Saturday. Do I want to take all this stuff? I'll think about it. I might go live tomorrow. We'll see. I might go live tomorrow. I'll see you guys either tomorrow or Saturday. We'll see. If there's any news tomorrow, we'll definitely talk tomorrow. But I'll see how I'm feeling. Because I might not want to go live when I go to my parents. I might just not feel like doing it. I had to bring a lot of stuff like we did before. It's not crazy to do that, but we'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. All right, guys. I still want your hair cover. Get it from, you just get it from Amazon. I think I got it from Amazon. But all right. Good night, Rosetta Stone. Yeah. Sleep hugging your Sochan plushie real tight tonight, clan. He's still here. My boy's still here. Bye.